I'm always getting comments on this channel about how there is nothing to do in Tucson, Arizona. This is so confusing to me since I'm always busy doing something. In my opinion, there are so many fun and inexpensive things to do here in Tucson that I'm going to have to make several videos on this subject. Hey everyone, it's Kimberly, your go-to real estate agent here in Tucson, Arizona, and today we are talking about 14 things to do in Tucson, Arizona. And of course, if you're buying or selling a home in Tucson and you need a realtor, you can find all my contact information in the description below each video on the channel, and you can like and subscribe for future Tucson content. We have over 100 videos on the channel about things to do and see and know about my hometown of Tucson, Arizona, so please explore those after this. If you're a Tucsonan and you want people to know your favorite things to do here, please list them in the comments. Now let's get started with the countdown, in no particular order. Number 14, Saguaro National Park East is the half of the Saguaro National Park found on the east side of town against the Rincon Mountains. There are some great hiking trails here and a really beautiful loop drive that features many pullouts to take in the gorgeous scenery. Javelina Rocks is an overlooked destination in Tucson for some really stunning views. Hopefully if you live in Tucson, you have been out here, but so many people really only know about Saguaro National Park on the west side of town, and they forget that there's an eastern section. Saguaro Park East has a vast web of linked hiking trails that can take quite a while to explore. There are many additional areas to access these trails from the Broadway, Monument Wash, and Deer Valley trailheads. Number 13, let's swing back to the west side of town and check out A Mountain, also known as Sentinel Peak. A Mountain is famous for having a big A on the top that faces east, so you have really beautiful views of both downtown Tucson and the Santa Catalina Mountains. You can drive or cycle to the top to look out at the city below. This peak has a lot of history in the area where the native Hohokam and Tono O'odham established villages and farmed here. Tucson is actually named after what the natives called Tucson, meaning foot of the black, due to the dark volcanic rocks on the mountain. This word was known to be pronounced Tucson when the Spaniards arrived in the region and has transformed to our current city name of Tucson. Number 12, I'm not a gambler myself, but we do have some casinos here outside of the city limits. Our main casino venues are Casino del Sol and Desert Diamond. Here you can get your casino fix without having to drive all the way to Las Vegas. If you have ever been to Vegas, you will know it's not all about gambling anymore. These casinos are like resorts with some great amenities and fun atmospheres. Some of our biggest musical and comedy guests will perform at the casinos as well, so you will want to make sure and stay up to date on the events so you don't miss your favorite performer. Number 11, the Pima Air and Space Museum. If you are into flying machines, this is the place to be. With all types of planes and helicopters to explore, you will not be disappointed. From fighter jets to presidential planes to artistically painted helicopters, this place has it all. We go out to visit every couple of years and it's fun for the whole family. The main hangar can keep you occupied for hours, but our favorite part is the outdoor display. This large area allows you to walk under the wings of the large planes and get up close and personal with these amazing aviation machines. Number 10, the Tucson Botanical Gardens is amazing if you are into horticulture. The care and artistry of the Tucson Botanical Gardens is quite a display of what nature has to offer. There are 17 specialty gardens on the 5.5-acre property, along with art exhibits and even a tropical butterfly exhibit. This place is a local and tourist favorite. Just being surrounded by the beautiful plant life and exhibits is enough to help you feel relaxed and in the moment. Number 9, the University of Arizona was founded in 1885 and now covers 392 acres in Midtown Tucson. Over 38,000 students attend the University of Arizona, bringing tons of diversity and cultural events. With museums, sports of all kinds, concerts and plays, great restaurants, a planetarium, tons of events, and just a really beautiful campus to tour, the university could keep you busy year-round. There is always something going on at the University of Arizona. Number 8, the Biosphere II is located north of Tucson and now owned and operated by the University of Arizona. This experiment started in the 80s to see if we could someday create a self-sustaining complex that would allow humans to survive on other planets. Biospherians were locked inside to see if they could survive being cut off from the outside world. During the 2-year experiment, much was learned about artificial habitats and systems. Today, many new technologies and experiments are being carried out here, including agriculture and earth sciences. This is just a really cool little field trip for just about anyone of any age. Number 7, when people visit Tucson, inevitably the Arizona Sonoran Desert Museum is on the top of their list of attractions because it is a really world famous museum. It's basically an outdoor zoo featuring a wide range of amazing desert animals and extensive Sonoran desert plant life that keeps people coming back for more. From mountain lions, Gila monsters, rattlesnakes, the Desert Museum is quite the extraordinary attraction. They even have a live raptor show that features several birds of prey. This is a fan favorite and really cool to watch. Number 6, you can't leave dining off the list. Everyone has to eat, right? Tucson has been rated as one of the top up-and-coming food cities in the USA, according to Food and Wine magazine. Also, Tucson is the first city in the United States that gained the designation of a UNESCO City of Gastronomy due to our deep food culture. Stemming from this historical food culture has sprung enough Mexican restaurants to keep you busy for a lifetime, along with Japanese to Ethiopian eateries. There are also plenty of classic American and local restaurants as well. I've lived here my whole life and I feel like I've just scratched the surface of the dining options in this city. Number 5, I know we mentioned Saguaro National Park East already, but make sure you also explore Saguaro National Park West while you are here. The west section of the park has very different terrain and artifacts. There are some cool petroglyphs and much different types of mountains on the west side, since they are volcanic in origin. The west section of the park also has a loop that you can drive. It's a bit rougher than the east because it's a dirt road, but fairly well maintained. If you want that Sonoran desert experience, this should be at the top of your list. Number 4, if you like to drive and take in the scenery and stunning lookout points, then you can't beat Mount Lemmon Highway. The views and sunset points on the road are some of the best in the city, and overall I think this is end to end the prettiest drive in Tucson, although it's debatable because I also love the drive to the Desert Museum. The windy Mount Lemmon Highway Road takes you from the Sonoran Desert to grasslands and eventually to a pine forest, along with much cooler temperatures. Mount Lemmon is home to tons of activities, so you will want to make sure to check out our videos on the channel after this one. Number 3, the extremely popular hiking attraction of Sabino Canyon is another amazing example of the Sonoran Desert. The difference here is a deep cut canyon that has water flowing for most, if not all of the year. Stone bridges and pools of water, along with big, beautiful trees, fill the canyon. It really feels like a serene and sacred place. There are many hiking trails off the main path, but if this is your first time here, I would suggest hiking the main road. You can even take an electric tram to the end and then hike your way back down. Or you can hike part of the way up and have a picnic in the shade by the water. Number 2, if you're looking for a fun family experience in an Old West themed setting, then Trail Dust Town is your spot. Take a train ride, watch a shootout, get some old-fashioned fudge, and then hit up Pinnacle Peak for some steak or ribs. After all that, when the sun goes down, Pollyanna Park comes to life, where the kids can ride the Ferris wheel or vintage carousel. You can even pan for gold, check out the magic shop, and just enjoy the beautiful courtyard. Trail Dust Town is family fun for everyone. Number 1, Tucson is a very artsy town with all types of art and galleries. One of the biggest is the Museum of Art downtown. They'll have some really amazing ancient art to complement the contemporary styles. Spend a fun morning and afternoon here exploring art in just about any medium you can think of. The building is also a work of art, especially the interior with its bold contemporary designs and walkways. If you are into the art scene, you will definitely want to give the Museum of Art a visit. I hope you've learned a little bit about what Tucson has to offer as far as things to do. I know there is something for just about everyone here if you are willing to look for it. We have made individual videos on most of the places on this list, so check those videos out after this one. If you're interested in buying or selling a home here in Tucson, Arizona, give me a call. I'd love to help you out. All my contact information is in the description below each video on the channel, and there are tons of other videos videos on the channel about things to do and see and know about the city, my hometown. Comment below with your favorite things to do in Tucson, and remember, there are so many things to do in Tucson that we couldn't possibly fit them all into this one video. There will be many other videos like this one in the future, so don't forget to like and subscribe on your way out the door. I appreciate you hanging out with me today, and I will see you in the next Tucson video.